Welcome back to Clean Tech Talk. We've got a custom deep dive tailored just for you today. We are examining an insightful document detailing the hidden hazards of freshly scrubbed floors and exploring a major technological shift happening right now in commercial cleaning.
Yeah, it's a shift that is honestly long overdue.
Okay, let's unpack this. Because as anyone managing a commercial space knows, drying time isn't just a logistical headache, right? It's a massive liability. We've all experienced that universal anxiety of doing an awkward tiptoe across a wet lobby floor.
Yeah, just hoping you don't take a spill right in front of everyone.
Exactly. But beyond the immediate annoyance, the danger is very real. I mean, looking at a 2020 statistic from the Health and Safety Executive, wet floors are actually one of the leading causes of workplace accidents worldwide.
What's fascinating here is how the traditional solutions the industry has relied on for decades are fundamentally flawed when you try to scale them up. The text breaks down 6 common drying methods, and their limitations are severe in large-scale environments.
Like using wet, dry vacuums or dehumidifiers.
Right. They might work well for a small, enclosed spill,
Right.
but you can't realistically deploy them across a massive warehouse or hospital wing.
Yeah, and microfiber mops absorb water incredibly well, but the labor costs to manually mop a sprawling commercial environment are just astronomical.
Exactly. Then you have fans, which are entirely weather dependent and often just blow the moisture and the dust right around the room. Squeegees are efficient, but only if you happen to have industrial drains installed right there on the floor.
Which you rarely do in a lobby or a hallway.
Right, which leaves the absolute worst option, natural air drying.
Mm.
It is the slowest, least safe method available. You're literally leaving a slip and fall hazard sitting out in the open for hours.
So if fans and squeegees aren't cutting it for large spaces, what exactly is the alternative for scaling up? I was looking at the section on mechanized scrubbers, specifically the seventh method the source introduces, and here's where it gets really interesting. It highlights the Aiolith floor scrubber.
The Aiolith.
Yeah, it claims to handle the cleaning, extraction, and drying all in a single pass. Does it actually live up to that, mechanically speaking?
It does, and it completely transforms the process. Instead of cleaning and then figuring out how to dry the mess later, this machine relies on a highly efficient, built-in recovery system.
So it's doing it all at once.
Exactly. As the scrubber puts down water and agitated cleaning solution to lift the grime, a powerful vacuum and squeegee system immediately trails behind it to lift that liquid right back off the surface. It leaves floors fully safe to walk on within minutes.
That instant extraction seems like the crucial shift. You aren't leaving a puddle of dirty water to just evaporate into the air over the course of an afternoon.
If we connect this to the bigger picture, it's not just about saving time or preventing slips. The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention actually put out a recommendation in 2020.
Oh, the CDC.
Yes, the CDC. They advised using mechanized cleaning systems in public and healthcare settings, specifically to reduce contamination.
Because you're physically removing the hazard rather than just spreading around with a mop?
Precisely. What makes systems like Aiolith so effective is how that recovery system functions internally. It instantly collects and separates the dirty water into a distinct tank.
Keeping it away from the clean solution?
Right, keeping it totally isolated. So you aren't just improving drying times, you are vastly enhancing overall hygiene by fully removing the contaminated water from the environment before it can be tracked around by foot traffic.
So what does this all mean? That for you, managing a commercial space comes down to balancing efficiency, safety, and liability mitigation. Yes, Aiolith scrubbers do require a higher initial capital investment compared to a bucket and a mop.
Which is pretty standard when upgrading to any automated high-efficiency technology.
Right, of course. But they are positioned as the ultimate commercial solution because they drastically slash labor time and instantly mitigate those slip hazards. Plus, they're incredibly versatile across multiple surfaces.
Yeah, tile, vinyl, concrete.
Even sealed hardwood.
Yeah.
You get a rapid hygienic clean without the downtime.
Which leaves us with a critical question to ponder. Since mechanized scrubbers so effectively eliminate the safety and contamination risks associated with standing dirty water, how much longer can commercial spaces realistically justify the liability of traditional air drying methods?
And as a special thank you to our listeners, you can now enjoy 10% off your next purchase at Aiolith. Just use the promo code AIOLITH2026 at checkout. That's AIOLITH 2026. Don't miss out.